Hey everybody, and welcome to my N5 series on the Akai MPC, where I cover a topic in about 5 minutes. Krazy Wabbit wrote in and asked if I'd gotten the MPC Live 3 over USB-C to my iPad working with Loopy Pro here. And I'm not going to do like a full deep dive on either of them, but I do want to talk about how to get audio and Midi, even though Krazy Wabbit was specifically asking about Midi. But I just want to show you guys like how all this stuff works. So I might actually need to go cover a couple steps a few times, and I'll just repeat it just so that you guys, as much as I can to let you know, but I'm gonna hit play. So I'm just playing this track that I was kind of working on this morning. We can see we're getting like we're not getting any audio over here. We're not getting any MIDI. I don't have any MIDI tracks right now. They're all audio. So the first thing you want to know is if you open up your little window here, we can take this bass line and let's just go send it from IO over to USB outputs 1 and 2. And it's immediately just picking it up. We can see here we've got the 1 and 2 is seeing it. So like this input value is we're seeing on the VU. So that's a good start, but we're not hearing it. And there's a couple reasons for this. Well, one is even though we have it like going out the master output, it's not being picked up to monitor on this side. So a thing you want to know is if you go touch the 1 and 2 here, we can go open up all of our destinations for where we're going to send audio. Really important because you can do all kinds of crazy effect routing. You can see here, we've got up to 24 mono tracks or 12 stereo. So you can do a lot of very complicated routing, whether you, on the iPad, whether you're using AUM or if you want to use Loopy Pro or whatever as your host. But you get a lot of options here with the MPC Live 3. So I definitely have at it. I'm going to leave it at 1 and 2 though to go output so we can see it's going out the master. I'm just going to double tap the sampler button and turn this on to monitor. And as soon as I go to USB 1 and 2, we can hear the bass is back. So we're actually seeing it and we're getting it. And this is where I would say be careful about generating feedback loops. But I think if you're just routing out to USB and then back in, you should be fine, but just be aware you might create a feedback loop because this is very flexible between the two, how you can route audio. So just be careful with that. So from there, the other question, and this is particularly what Krazy Wabbit was asking about, is MIDI. So we've got some instruments here that are already programmed. They're not in key for what I'm playing, but that's not the important part. We actually want to be able to set this up. So I'm just going to go new track and go MIDI. And we can see that there's the output right now. We got the MPC A and B, which is per usual. But if you go from remote, you can see we've got USB MIDI port 1 and we've got MIDI port 2. So you actually have two ports that are virtual over USB MIDI, and you get your 16 channels. So you're going to get 32 channels of MIDI that you can actually send out, notes, CC, aftertouch, all that stuff. So with this going to MIDI channel 1, we're we actually are sending MIDI over USB-C, but right now, Loopy Pro's not doing anything with it. Well, what you want to do probably is hit the plus sign here, because we want to actually say either MPC Live Port 1 or MPC Live Port 2. I don't know what Port 3 is, because I don't think it's selectable, but they might be sending some other stuff over. Let's go select Port 1. And now we can see we're actually getting the MIDI signal in here, and it's causing this instrument to get played. So definitely be able to send plenty of MIDI around and do all kinds of fun stuff. So Krazy Wabbit, I'm not sure this is 100% what you were looking for to get set up and done, but definitely can get the MIDI over here. Now, if we want to go for a destination, on the flip side, the last component would be, we go destination here, and we can again go MIDI MPC Live Port 1, and we can get the output here. This will probably create a feedback loop, so I'm going to just delete this at the moment. What is it? Swipe, hold. It's been a while since I've done this. Yeah, you hold it and delete. Okay, so I don't want a feedback loop. I just want to be able to see if we can, say, play bass here. We want to go here, MIDI track. It's been a while since I've done some of this, so just trying to see, how do we get a keyboard up here? Do we just go do something fancy, like use the keyboard, open? Yeah, it's sending it over. So I know we're sending it to the instrument as well, but looks pretty good. So just to go repeat this one more time, we have the option for audio. If you go send your track to, say, USB outputs 1 and 2, you then just make sure you have the corresponding inputs on the input side on Loopy Pro. It will take it. You can route it from there to whatever USB output that you want to send it back to, as long as you have the track set up for monitoring either here, or you can go into the mixer and create audio tracks and then turn monitoring on for them on and off individually. So you can do an awful lot here to get audio brought in, brought out. You've got all of your effect lanes and everything else. So you can go pretty crazy. And from that, just audio is awesome. We can then go look at again the MIDI. So I'm just gonna go main, go MIDI track, go to MIDI track here, and you've got your USB MIDI port 1 and 2 for sending MIDI out. I've currently got all ports selected, but you can actually choose what ports you want to specifically get MIDI from as well to come back in. So again, a lot of options for routing MIDI and audio around between these two. So just make sure you've got either up top as your source where you want the MIDI coming in from, and on the bottom where you want it going out to. A lot of plugins for both audio and MIDI on the iPad. So I think this is going to be a great setup and combo for a lot of people, and you can do all this over one single cable. Anyway, Krazy Wabbit, thanks for the question. Everybody else, thanks for stopping by. Keep making music, keep having fun. Remember, if it sounds good, it is good. And peace.